When the movies A Fish Called Wanda and Problem Child were being shown in theaters, some scenes from both films came under attack from special interest groups. Now A Fish Called Wanda and Problem Child are coming to network television, and those scenes have been removed.
That's quite a stutter you've got there, Ken.
In the 1988 film A Fish Called Wanda, Kevin Kline spends a good deal of time mocking Michael Palin's speech impairment.
So the old lady's gonna meet with an accident, eh? Ken?
Kline won an Oscar for that performance, but the National Stuttering Project was not amused.
There is no cure for the problem, and it's a problem we have to live with the rest of our lives. And we just wish that movies would make it a little bit easier on us.
ABC, which will now air the film on TV, has decided to trim some scenes between Kline and Palin. That decision has the film's producers up in arms. In a statement released to E.T., they called it tampering with the creative vision of the film.
I'm sorry. I've handled this badly.
The network's decision got a standing ovation from the Stuttering Project.
I think for the first time we've won a small little battle, and I'm pretty happy about that.
We've adopted Satan.
The 1990 film Problem Child has John Ritter adopting a terror child. NBC's decision to broadcast that film has the National Committee for Adoption crying foul.
There was at one time in this country quite a negative stereotype about adoption. We've been slowly climbing out of that, and I'm afraid this movie puts us a few steps back.
NBC has pulled 2 objectionable scenes from the film, this argument between husband and wife.
I don't wear secondhand clothes, and I won't have a secondhand kid.
And this scene at a birthday party.
He's not even a real kid. He's adopted.
Nonetheless, the Adoption Committee is calling for a viewer boycott of the film.
I understand they have to run it Sunday night, but I'm hoping that it won't be aired again.
Well, you're going to have to make a choice. Ironically, A Fish Called Wanda airs on ABC Sunday night as well, up against Problem Child on NBC.
In the span of 8 years, the mother and daughter singing team, Naomi and Winona Judd, went from nowhere to the top of country music. Now illness has forced them to say goodbye. Today's Inside Story goes along on their final tour.
Love can build a bridge.
For 8 years now, the Judds have captured the hearts of country music fans with their easygoing mother-daughter relationship and their homespun songs of family and simpler times. They are now on their final tour, a sad reality prompted by Mother Naomi's struggle with a debilitating liver disease. As a result, every stop has become special, every moment on the road a cherished memory. E.T. went along on a recent trip and found mother and daughter doing just fine on the road. While en route to a show in Raleigh, North Carolina, they while away their time picking and singing, followed by a little primping.
Okay, you get one wish. I'm the queen of everything.
Naomi says despite her weakened condition, as well as the rigors of the road, there's nowhere else she'd rather be.
I would rather be on the road, on that little old bus, bouncing up and down my highways with Y and the Judd boys, than being at home going, ooh, I've got a headache from hell, and being sick is not my style. I don't like this.
When they begin their sound check before the show, both appear to be pretty loose on stage. But thoughts of Naomi's illness are never far away.
I felt like the tour has really helped Mom to keep going. I mean, most people are at home in a fetal position in the bed. And this tour has given Mom a chance to not only have something to look forward to, but that 1 hour on stage, it's as if she plugged into something that was healing.
When showtime arrives, it's clear that for Naomi, being on stage is the best medicine in the world.
When I hear the music go up and the lights come on, and I look out and I see those dear smiling faces, it's as if I have just plugged into some sort of cosmic energy. I just know that it's where I'm supposed to be. We love what we do.
While this tour marks the end for the Judds as a duo, Winona is going to give it a go on her own. A bittersweet decision, but one that already seems to hold great promise.
This is weird. I had a girl send me a check and a letter. It had a $20 check in it. And she said, I'm sending ahead for I want to be the first one to buy your album. You know, and that did it for me. That's what kept me going. I thought, there's somebody out there who really does care.
When we stand together. It's our finest hour.
But while they are still together, the Judds fittingly close each show with Love Can Build a Bridge. It's become their anthem, a song that's as much about overcoming adversity as it is about their own relationship.
We're sort of disentangling. I'm not going to lie and say that it hasn't been excruciating. It's painful right this minute. You know, Wynonna and I deal with it every day, 24 hours a day. But there's always hope. And we want to say to folks that the three most important words in the whole universe are love, faith, and hope.
Love and only love.
The Judds' farewell tour will end in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, December 4th, with the final performance to be carried on pay-per-view TV. After the wrap-up, Wynonna Judd will embark on a solo career. In 1980, Paul McCartney was arrested on drug charges in Tokyo. Now Yoko Ono and John Lennon are being accused of conspiring to set up the drug bust.
Yoko, through intermediaries, had tipped off airport authorities.
That revelation and more come from one of John Lennon's closest aides. The story of the last days of John Lennon, a two-part Entertainment Tonight exclusive beginning on Monday.
Coming up next, Regis and Kathy Lee have some surprises planned for Miss America, and she'd better watch out. And later, Freddie might be dead, but there's another nightmare in Robert Englund's future.
When things get tough, remember, Shake and Bake makes it easy to treat your family to plump, juicy pork chops without frying. Why fry? Shake and Bake.
I get a little shiver just thinking about it.
Chilling fact, Tropicana Twister is available frozen.
Sounds like a snow job.
Frozen Tropicana Twister. Flavor combinations Mother Nature didn't plan on.
Well, if that wouldn't frost you.
Deliciously frigid flavors like orange raspberry.
Boys, we're going to have to put this thing on ice.
Frozen Tropicana Twister. Flavors Mother Nature never intended, but should have.
That'll be a cold day in Tucson.
Presenting the 8-calorie cookie, the 8-calorie ice cream scoop, or an entire dessert that's 8 calories. Sugar-free Jell-O gelatin with 100% NutraSweet. There's always room for sugar-free Jell-O.
What's all the commotion? All Maytags on sale at Electric Avenue, Montgomery Ward. And also get Super Buy washers for $429.99. Dryers for $369.99. Dishwashers for $399.99. Plus free sunlight. And the refrigerator with the guarantee to the year 2000. Maytag's got something for everyone. Well, almost everyone. Now get Maytag's 10-year money-back washer transmission guarantee at Montgomery Ward Electric Avenue.
This is it, the sale of the year at Castor Carpets. Hundreds of yards of top-quality carpet in today's most popular styles and colors on sale wall-to-wall. Carpet, pad, remnants, vinyl flooring, even financing. An anniversary sale is always a special event. And right now, all the conditions are just right. If you don't buy from Castor now, keep the lights low on that old carpet for another year. This is it, the carpet sale of the year. Saturday and Sunday only at Castor Carpets. Canyon Road at Highway 217 in Beaverton. Be there.
There once were a few basic soft drinks. Now, depending on your thirst, your taste, your personality, you might want something a bit different. And that's okay. There's a store with choices enough for everyone. Even your sister, Mary Frances, who changed her name to Marie with 3 E's and drinks only, Avion. Fred Meyer, for people who love great food and lower prices.
Tomorrow night, for the 66th time, a young woman will be crowned Miss America. And while the evening promises to continue the tradition of pomp and circumstance, the evening's hosts, Regis Philbin and Kathy Lee Gifford, intend to inject an element of their own.
Miss Montana, Jenny Ramseth. Miss Colorado.
It's the closest thing we have to royalty. And since 1921, Americans have been rooting for their own representative to be crowned. This year, the glitz and glamour of pageant night has been preceded by a grueling 2 weeks in Atlantic City of twirling, tapping, and building up butterflies for the biggest night of these women's lives.
It's been an experience. I'll never forget it.
To say that I'm actually here has been more than my dreams.
Melinda and Miss
This year's pageant highlights will feature evening gowns by top American designers, as well as the standard swimsuit competition and a foot-stomping production extravaganza. But the big surprise was the signing of talk show team Regis Philbin and Kathy Lee Gifford as co-hosts.
We're really excited about being here. We really are.
Let's face it, it's an American institution, and so is Reach.
And the contestants are just as thrilled with the impromptu antics of the wisecracking pair.
Oh, it's going to be hilarious.
We all know there's no telling what Regis and Kathy Lee will say or do.
I am going to be so sweet. I'm going to be sweeter than her. You know what I mean? On camera, that is. So nice that if I don't win the Miss Congeniality Award, it's a fix.
For the first time ever, the serenading of the pageant winner will be done as a duet by co-hosts Regis and Kathy Lee. It's a debut that's required plenty of rehearsal time.
There she is, Miss America.
Here she comes, Miss America. Oh, there she is, Miss America.
There she
goes, Miss America.
Here she was.
we got to get that song down. We're not ready for this, all right?
But you better be by tomorrow night, Regis. The Miss America pageant will air tomorrow night on NBC.
Regis needs to switch to decaf, doesn't he? The series Designing Women has come up with a new look for the fall. The two new stars have joined the cast, replacing Delta Burke, who left the show, and Jean Smart, who will appear only a few times this season. We have a behind-the-scenes look at the changes over at the Sugar Bakers.
But no one here at Sugar Bakers, other than you, has any psychological problems.
Veteran star Dixie Carter returns to Designing Women this fall as Julia Sugarbaker. She is elated with the results so far.
The first show was wonderful. The audience screamed, laughing, thank heavens, and applauded lines and screamed, laughing some more. And it was a thrilling night, that first night.
I have now narrowed the field of sperm donors to 4.
Show regular Annie Potts, who plays Mary Jo Shively, says there is good reason for all the enthusiasm.
It's a funny show, though, I can tell you that, because they're funny girls.
Two of them are new cast members, Julia Duffy, who plays an obnoxious cousin from New York trying to take over the designing business, and Jan Hooks, who is the departing Jean Smart's country bumpkin sister.
Every time we get together, I just laugh.
I know. Every time I come in here, she's a picking and you're a grinning.
They got a special welcome from Potts when they arrived.
Yes, I've set some flowers on an opening and all of that stuff, as is tradition in the theater, you know.
Hook says she was jumpy before her first time out.
I'm nervous opening a can of cat food. I'm just one of those people that I have a tendency to overreact to everything.
But despite any jitters, Dixie Carter says things are looking very good for this hit show.
This could be our best year we've ever had.
Designing Women introduces its new cast in a one-hour special Monday on CBS.
This fall, a number of familiar faces are making comebacks on television. The stars of one old favorite are bringing back their show to life, as you'll see in our coming attractions. WKRP in Cincinnati returns to TV after 9 years, and preliminary reviews give it high marks. Gordon Jump, Richard Sanders, and Frank Bonner are back as regulars. Howard Hessman and Lonnie Anderson drop in for the season opener.
It just gave me butterflies. First of all, to see everybody and to see the set. And then when we started actually being our characters again, I just got so tickled.
WKRP premieres this Saturday on more than 170 stations. A new TV cartoon series based on the Back to the Future movies blasts off tomorrow with the voices of two stars from the films, Mary Steenburgen and Tom Wilson as Biff.
Just using my voice to do Biff, I really have to kind of pump up the character a little bit. I just get more vocal about it, you know?
Christopher Lloyd will do live-action segments in the new series, which premieres Saturday morning on CBS.
Why'd you let me lock you up?
Pacific Station, a new sitcom starring Robert Guillaume and Richard Libertini, hits the airwaves this weekend, with reviews ranging from one of the season's funniest to terribly strained. Guillaume plays a by-the-book cop, Libertini his new-age partner.
It was a felicitous idea.
Oh, I like that. Felicitous.
Because who knew that we would get along so well?
Pacific Station starts this Sunday on NBC. And the new issue of Forbes magazine ranks the New Kids on the Block as the highest-paid entertainers of 1991. They bumped Cosby from the top spot and outgrossed Michael Jackson and the Stones, pulling in $54 million this year. The September 30th issue of Forbes will be on newsstands Monday.
Next, Freddy Krueger dreams up a new nightmare that has nothing to do with Elm Street.
2 years before a site is harvested, the forest that will replace it is already growing. In fact, 6 of these young seedlings will one day be planted for each tree harvested. But there's more to reforestation than just planting trees. Trees become acclimated to both elevation and climate. That's why seeds are gathered from the healthiest trees, nurtured in nurseries, then returned as seedlings to their original environment. This intricate process contributes to the world's most successful reforestation program. Oregon will never grow out of trees.
The top brands in designer hosiery at department stores $7, now at Ross $3. A traditional rugby shirt at specialty stores $48, now at Ross $19. An elegant jacket and print skirt at leading department stores $108, now at Ross $63. At Ross every day, the only difference is the price.
It's not a wagon, not a van, but whatever you're dragging, Expo can. Introducing Mitsubishi Expo. Got some stuff with a lot of people? Expo seats some 7 deep. Well, it's always easy to arrive, because Expo offers all-wheel drive. Not too big, not too small. Winter and spring and summer and fall. New Expo from Mitsubishi. We call it a sport wagon, but it's whatever you want it to be. Mitsubishi, the word is getting around.
Okay, you can say that I'm picky because I ask for my salad dressing on the side. Or crazy because I get up before dawn to go running. So maybe I am.